So just a quick bit of news before Jump Festa 2022, right here in Japan, where Tamashii announced that they would reveal their brand new S.H.Figuarts Bleach line and probably have on display a ton of other upcoming figures from Naruto, Chainsaw Man, and of course Dragon Ball. But Tamashii just dropped official photos along with a release date and pricing for their new base form Broly from the superhero movie, which Tamashii are just calling Broly Superhero. Now, we've seen this guy before at this year's New York Comic Con, which honestly, Tamashii didn't really promote all too much and was kind of overshadowed by other, I guess, more exciting reveals. Not to say that, this release isn't exciting, but compared to, say, Third Form Frieza or Orange Piccolo, it kind of feels, one rank below. However, in saying that, I know this is a version of Broly that many collectors still really want a figure of, since we pretty much have every other form of Broly from Super at this point. So looking at the figure itself, half of it is new and half of it isn't, which leads me to my biggest and probably my only complaint about what Tamashii have decided to do with this release. The upper half looks great. New upper torso. I mean, it's just a black jumpsuit, so there really isn't too much you can get wrong here, but the proportions look right, the musculature looks sharp, and if you look at the neck, it looks like it's not just paint. There is some sculpt work to make it look like he's actually wearing a bodysuit. I don't even mind that they've used the same hair sculpt. The new faces definitely make up for it, especially the crying face. Gold right there. Nice work, Tamashii. This is what I want to see more of, not just your usual facial expressions, but give us more smiles, more surprise faces, anything to give us more display options. But what I'm not too crazy about is the reuse of the Ikari Broly legs. They're a great set of legs for Ikari Broly, but is it just me? But was base form Broly a little smaller than his other forms? I mean, I know it's an animation and consistency kind of gets thrown out the window, especially with an anime like Dragon Ball, but I've always imagined base form Broly to be a little less muscular, a little smaller, and a little shorter than his other forms. I know we got a base form head from the original Ikari form release a couple of years back, which I was really happy they included, but now it just seems like the body is just a little too big. I don't know, it might not be such a big deal in the grand scheme of things, and it's great to have all forms of a character that's not Goku. I personally would have just liked to see Tamashii use a smaller, slightly shorter body for this one, a brand new sculpt for this character. Included with Broly are your standard hands, as well as an okay hand, which kind of came as a surprise, but definitely welcome. And of course, some updated faceplates that you could probably use with the original Ikari figure if you wanted to, since it appears that the hair sculpts are the same. No energy effects this time around for Broly, but he does come with another Gohan accessory. Yep, Tamashii are just throwing Gohan accessories at us at this point. It's a great looking wind-swept hairpiece, and I think will really complete the superhero Gohan as a set. But again, I can understand how this might be frustrating for some collectors who aren't interested in this figure, or even Gamma 1 or 2, or even Pan for that matter. And at this point, if you want to complete this Gohan, I guess, builder figure, then you'll need to buy all of those figures. I kind of like the idea of including accessories in a wave that makes sense together. I guess in this case, the superhero wave, kind of like what they did with the Namek Frieza waves. But again, I totally understand if you're not digging it either. Luckily, third-party companies are aplenty, and I'm sure we'll see an Ultimate Gohan accessory pack in no time. So it looks like Orange Piccolo and Beast Gohan are the only two figures yet to receive an official release date and pricing, but I think there's a good chance both figures will be announced during or after Jump Festa this weekend. Broly Superhero is a premium Bandai web exclusive and is slated for a 2023 June release. Broly will retail for 8,000 yen or $70 US if you pre-order through Premium Bandai US. I'll have the links in the description below. Pre-orders start today, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good luck with your pre-orders, and I'll see you all in my next review, probably this weekend. But until then, as always, yoroshiku!